Today I'll show you how to create an Upwork account and prepare it for verification, the right way, step by step. I earned more than $500,000 on Upwork and I keep seeing the same beginner mistakes most tutorials never mention. These mistakes don't block you today, but they can quietly limit your profile later. Stay with me, there is one small setting most beginners miss, and fixing it early can save you weeks once you start applying for jobs. Okay, to create an account on Upwork, you need to open your browser, type upwork.com and you will see the sign up button. But before you even click on it, there is one simple check most beginners skip. Scroll the main page and type your main skill in Upwork search and look at two things: jobs and freelancers. For example, your main skill is WordPress. If you can find people who earned thousands of dollars with the same skills, it means the market exists and you can compete there. If you think that high earners are from the US or Canada only, then you can type your country in filters and research how many freelancers from your country earn on Upwork. Then check jobs with the same skills by clicking on the Jobs tab. If you see active jobs you could apply to today, that's a good sign. You can open a job overview to be sure that the job fits your skills and you can complete it. If not, it doesn't mean Upwork is bad. It just means you may need to adjust your skill or niche before registering. This market check is the small setting I mentioned earlier. Most beginners skip it and that's why they struggle later. Do this quick check now, it will save you weeks later. You can pause this video, check your niche and then come back. The next step will make more sense. Let's continue. Now you know the market demands and you're ready to register. Again, go to upwork.com and then click on the sign up button in the top right corner. You will see two options. You can register as a freelancer or as a client. Since this guide is for freelancers only, choose I'm a freelancer looking for work. Next, Upwork will ask for some basic details. You can fill them in manually or use Apple or Google authorization. This is usually faster and more secure. Use your real name because Upwork allows you to create your account just once per real person. This is not a small detail. This decision can affect your entire freelance career on the platform. Upwork checks your identity, and if you don't follow their rules, your account will be suspended, you will lose your money, and you will not be able to create a new one. If you think that you can use a fake name to create a new account, Upwork will not verify it and may suspend it, and you will not be able to find premium clients. So, hiding your identity will lead you to low-quality clients and you will not be able to earn enough on Upwork. After you enter your first and last names, agree to the rules and click on Create My Account. After that, Upwork will ask you to verify your email. So you just need to check your inbox and follow the instructions inside it. Once you do it, your account is ready and you need to set up your profile. This part is very important because it helps you get jobs and makes you visible on Upwork. Now it's time to create your profile. You can import information from your resume or fill it in yourself. I recommend choosing Fill Out manually. First, pick the main category for your work, such as design, development, marketing, or writing. Then choose one or several subcategories that match your skills. Select only what you can really offer and don't pick categories just in case. Anyway, you will be able to change everything later. Once you do it, select the services and skills you offer. Try to choose as many useful skills as possible so people can find you in search results. You can also type a skill in the search box and select it from the list. Then click Next. Here you need to upload a photo of yourself. Use a clear and well-lit headshot because it helps clients trust you more. If you don't have it right now, you can use a random photo of yourself and change it later. But don't forget to update it because it's really important. Now write a title that explains what you do. For example, you can write Web Developer. You can change this later if needed. Now you need to write your bio. This is the part clients actually read before deciding whether to even open your proposal. They will learn about you and decide whether to hire you or not. So this is one of the most important parts of your profile. If you don't know what to write, I prepared examples for you that you can rewrite or a ChatGPT prompt that will help you write a more personalized bio. You can find them in my Upwork Starter Kit, which is absolutely free. Download it from the link in the description. If this is helping, please like and subscribe so you don't miss my other videos about Upwork. I post them every week. Once you download the Starter Kit, copy one of the examples, but don't use them word for word. Rewrite some sentences and add more information. Or you can use this prompt. Just copy it to ChatGPT and it will ask you a bunch of questions. Answer them honestly and in the end you will have a pretty good bio. Remember, don't use raw ChatGPT results because it can have mistakes or wrong information. Just read the final text out loud, remove wrong or fake information and change mistakes. Then copy it to Upwork and go next. On the next step, choose your hourly rate. If you choose the wrong rate here, you may make it harder for yourself later, so don't rush this step. It's a good idea to start with a lower price at first. You can raise it later when you get good reviews. I recommend setting an average rate which is $15 or $20 per hour. Remember that Upwork takes a small fee. For example, if you charge $20 per hour, you may receive only $18. After choosing your rate, go next. After that, you can add your past work experience. Click Add Employment and write about your previous job if you have any. Don't skip this step because it builds trust and shows your skills and reliability. Anyway, you can fill this out later. Then you can add your education. This can be a college degree, online courses, or training. It helps make your profile look more professional. I suggest using only information that connects to your professional skills and responsibilities, because clients don't care if you finished medical courses when they need a designer. On the next step, check your language settings. Here you need to fill in all the languages you know and their levels. If it's your first language, choose native. You can add as many languages as you want, but be honest about the level. Then click Next. Then enter more personal information about yourself. Again, don't use fake information since your account may be suspended. Click Next and Upwork will ask you 5 simple questions. There are no correct or wrong answers there. You just need to read them and answer what you think is best for you. Just choose the option that fits you and click Next. At this point, most beginners think they are done, but this is exactly where many accounts get stuck for weeks. Right after registration, your profile is not optimized for the Upwork search engine, and your account is not verified. So your chances of finding jobs are almost zero. Making your profile visible is not so complicated, but it needs your action. The first simple step I'll describe in this video, and I recommend watching other videos in this playlist to maximize your chances of being hired. You don't need to watch them all at once, just subscribe to this channel and don't miss them. So the first important step after registration is to complete your profile 100%. Just open the Upwork website again and click on Complete your profile. Upwork says that freelancers with complete quality profiles are 4.5 times more likely to get hired by clients. And that number alone shows you this is not optional, it's strategic. You can see that your profile is almost done, 40% complete, because you've already completed some items. Each item adds a percentage to profile completion. If you add employment history, it adds 20%, portfolio 20%, education 20%. You need to complete as many items as you can, even after you get 100% completion. If you don't have employment history but had real orders from your friends, write freelance in the company field and describe in detail your duties and the projects you worked on. If you don't have a real portfolio, then you need to make up a task for an imaginary company and complete it. Then describe what the task was, what technologies or skills you used, and what the result was. Also fill out the education, certifications, linked accounts, and other experience sections. And the last item, which is the most underrated, is the video introduction. You need to record a video of yourself and upload it to YouTube. You don't need a professional video, just 30 seconds of you talking about yourself. If you don't know what to say, just read your bio directly from your computer and record the video. If you have questions, don't hesitate and ask them. I read every comment. Your account now exists, but it's still not fully trusted by the system or by premium clients. I will talk about it in the next video on how to verify your identity. Please don't skip it and watch it to the end. If you don't see it yet, it gets live next Wednesday. Subscribe so you don't miss it.